Osho on dancingly disappear. Often, when I am deeply relaxed, a strong feeling to die comes up in me. In these moments, I feel myself as part of the whole cosmos, and I want to disappear into it. On one hand, it is such a beautiful feeling, and I am so grateful for it. On the other hand, I mistrust it. Maybe I have not said yes to myself, to my being. If the desire to die is so strong, is it a suicidal desire? It is not a suicidal desire. One basic thing about suicide is that it arises only in people who are clinging very much to life. And when they fail in their clinging, the mind moves to the opposite pole. The function of the mind is of either or. Either it wants the whole or none of it. The lust for life cannot be fulfilled totally, because life as such is a temporal thing. It is bound to end at a point, just as it began one day at a point. You cannot have a line with only a beginning. Somewhere or other, there is bound to be an end. So the people who commit suicide are not against life. It only appears so. They want life in its totality. They want to grab it whole. And when they fail, and they are bound to fail, then out of frustration, out of failure, they start thinking of death. Then suicide is the only alternative. They will not be satisfied with whatsoever life gives them. They want more and more and more. Life is short, and the series of desire for more and more is infinite. So the failure is certain. Somewhere or other, there is bound to come a moment when they will feel they have been cheated by life. Nobody is cheating them. They have cheated themselves. They have been asking too much, and they have only been asking. They have not been giving anything, not even gratefulness. In anger, in rage, in revenge, the pendulum of the mind moves to the other end. Still, they do not know with whom they are taking revenge. They are killing themselves. It does not destroy life. It does not destroy existence. So, this experience is not a suicidal nature. It is something similar to suicide, but on a very different level and from a very different dimension. When you are relaxed, when there is no tension in you, when there is no desire, when the mind is at silent as a lake without any ripples, a deep feeling arises in you to disappear in this moment, because life has not given you anything better than this. There have been moments of happiness, of pleasure, but this is something far beyond happiness and pleasure. It is pure blissfulness. To turn back from it is really hard. One wants to go deeper, and one can see going deeper means disappearing. Most of him has already disappeared in relaxation, in silence, in desirelessness. Most of his personality has already gone. Just a small thread of the ego is still hanging around, and he would like to take a jump out of this circle of the ego. Because if relaxing even within the ego brings so much benediction, one cannot imagine what will be the result if everything is dissolved, so that one can say, I am not and existence is. This is not a suicidal instinct. This is what is basically meant by spiritual liberation. It is liberation from ego, from desire, even from the lust for life. It is total liberation. It is absolute freedom.